If you also look at that one there, it says very small MV at the bottom, because 1,359.41 horsepower is 1 megawatt.
What compels a man who builds machines designed to conquer the very limits of speed and physics? What compels him to break down on live television, tears streaming down his face in front of the world? It wasn't a crash. It wasn't a defeat. It was the opposite. It was a triumph. The moment Christian von Koenigsegg, the visionary founder of the legendary Swedish hypercar company, stepped onto a stage in Ängelholm, he wasn't just revealing another car. He was unveiling a part of one, a component so revolutionary, so impossibly difficult to bring to life, that its sheer existence represented years of struggle, doubt, and relentless belief. He was revealing his company's brand-new, all-new dark matter engine. And as he spoke its name, the weight of that journey hit him, and the world watched live as the man synonymous with absolute control and technical perfection cried, "What was this engine that could elicit such raw, unscripted emotion from its creator? What miracle of engineering had been hidden away for so long, only to be revealed in such a profoundly human moment?" Get ready, because you're about to find out how a tiny team in a Swedish factory moved the entire world of high-performance vehicles forward, all centered around a piece of technology that seemed, well, like something from dark matter itself. In here, a moment that instantly became automotive history. The veil was lifted not just on a new piece of engineering, but on the intense passion and sheer willpower required to push boundaries. Silence fell thick with anticipation over the crowd gathered at Koenigsegg's expanded factory in Ängelholm, Sweden. The air crackled with excitement. The stage was set not for a full car reveal, but for something more focused, more fundamental. As Christian von Koenigsegg stepped into the spotlight, a hush fell over the assembled engineers, designers, journalists, and VIPs. Lights dimmed to a cool, expectant blue, and a single piercing spotlight found its mark on a shape hidden beneath. A cover at the center of the floor. The cover was drawn back slowly, revealing something that didn't quite look like the screaming V8s everyone associated with the brand. It was compact, dense, wrapped in intricately woven gleaming carbon fiber. For a long moment, the audience simply stared, their minds processing the sleek, almost alien form of a machine that promised to redefine electric performance. Christian cleared his throat, his voice steady at first, as he began to tell the story behind this creation. He spoke of the immense difficulty, the long nights spent hunched over complex drawings and simulations, the grueling first test runs marked by alarming sparks, acrid smoke, and frustrating failures. He recounted the countless technical setbacks, the moments where the project seemed doomed, times when the sheer scale of the challenge nearly broke the team's spirit. He paused, searching for the right words, a single phrase to capture the essence of years of grinding, relentless work in one breath. Then, as he finally introduced its name, the dark matter, the carefully constructed composure faltered. The weight of the journey, the risk, the belief, the sheer effort, all crashed down in that instant. His voice cracked audibly, rough, with emotion. He blinked rapidly, trying desperately to compose himself on live television, but it was too late. A single tear slipped free, tracing a path down his cheek, catching the stage light and shimmering like a droplet of pure, liquid metal. The audience remained absolutely silent, a collective gasp echoing softly in the hall. Cameras in the front row immediately zoomed in, broadcasting Christian's moment of raw vulnerability to thousands watching online around the globe. Social media feeds instantly exploded, flooded with clips and screenshots of the CEO wiping his eyes. People everywhere, even those not deeply embedded in the hypercar world, paused what they were doing to witness this extraordinary display of emotion from a man celebrated for technical prowess and unflappable vision. After a brief, profound silence, Christian took a deep breath. visibly composed himself, and the passion returned, burning brightly in his eyes as he began to explain the motor's key technical innovations. The emotional reveal had instantly, unexpectedly, transformed a planned product launch into a deeply shared human experience, a powerful reminder that behind every revolutionary machine, behind every impossible technical achievement, sits a person whose heart and soul are inextricably linked to the creation they bring into existence. It showed the world the immense personal stake, the sheer belief that fueled the impossible journey of dark matter. This was not just another electric motor added to a lineup. This was the dark matter, and its specifications were so extreme, so far beyond anything previously seen in a road-going vehicle for its size and weight. They immediately sent shockwaves through the global automotive and engineering communities. Weighing in at a mere 39 kilograms, that's less than 86 pounds, this incredibly dense, compact block of carbon fiber, magnets, and precisely wound copper was engineered to unleash the kind of power usually requiring motors several times its mass and volume. It delivered a staggering 800 horsepower and an earth-twisting, wheel-shredding 1,150 newton-meters of torque. To truly grasp the scale of this achievement, consider that many high-performance internal combustion engines, complete with their transmissions, produce less power and weigh hundreds of kilograms more. Physically, it was tiny, measuring just about 38 centimeters square and a mere 13.5 centimeters thick. It could almost fit into a briefcase, yet it packed the punch of a potent supercar powertrain. How was this possible? The secret lay hidden within its revolutionary architecture. At its core was a groundbreaking concept Koenigsegg developed and named Raxial Flux, paired with an innovative and complex six-phase electrical winding system. These weren't just academic buzzwords, they were the meticulously engineered, hard-won keys that unlocked this unprecedented level of power density. Dark matter wasn't just breaking records on paper. It felt like it was subtly bending the fundamental rules of physics themselves, condensing immense power into a space previously thought impossible. This was the engine that made the impossible real. But a breakthrough of this magnitude, a machine capable of eliciting tears from its creator and stunning an industry, does not simply materialize overnight. It was forged in the fires of rigorous experimentation, countless setbacks, and the raw ambition that first ignited the project years earlier. The story of dark matter's birth reaches back long before its public unveiling to the early days of Koenigsegg's deep dive into electric powertrain technology. In the R&D labs, the precursor to dark matter was known internally only as Project Quark. The Quark program represented Koenigsegg's fundamental exploration into reinventing how electric motor components, the interaction of magnets, the efficiency of cooling systems, the properties of structural materials, and the optimization of physical size could be combined in entirely novel ways. It meant revisiting basic principles of electromagnetic fields and how they could be harnessed more effectively, exploring new unconventional layouts that blended established radial and axial flux configurations. The very genesis of the Raxial Flux idea. Those initial quark tests were demanding, often frustrating. Prototypes would overheat, components would fail under stress, and the desired power levels seemed agonizingly out of reach. There were sparks, unexpected noises, and plenty of moments where the engineering team had to step back, analyze the failure, and completely rethink their approach. But crucially, each failure, each hurdle overcome, yielded invaluable lessons. Quark served as the essential proving ground, the crucible where the fundamental principles that would underpin dark matter were first explored, tested, refined, and painstakingly hammered into shape through relentless iteration. It was a journey through uncharted territory, fueled not just by engineering expertise, but by an almost stubborn belief in the possibility of achieving something truly unprecedented. So to truly understand why the dark matter is such a game-changer, you have to grasp the core technical marvels hidden beneath its carbon fiber shell. What exactly is axial flux, and how does doubling the phases make such a difference? Think of electric motors in their simplest forms. Radial flux motors push magnetic fields outwards from the center, making them excellent for achieving high speeds and high peak power. Axial flux motors align their magnetic fields along the axis of rotation, which gives them incredibly strong torque, especially at low speeds. Koenigsegg's axial flux design doesn't choose between them, it ingeniously merges these two established ideas into a single, revolutionary electric motor geometry. By precisely stacking and offsetting components, an engineering feat requiring intricate design and manufacturing tolerances, this approach captures the best attributes of both worlds. The immediate, potent, low-speed torque you feel instantly, off the line, combined with the sustained high-speed power needed for blistering top speeds. And then there's the winding system. Most high-performance electric motors rely on a standard three-phase setup with coils spaced 120 degrees apart to create a rotating magnetic field. Koenigsegg took this established concept and dramatically pushed it further by doubling the phases to 6, offset by a much tighter 60 degrees. This might sound like a minor technical tweak, but its impact is profound. It results in incredibly smooth, almost ripple-free torque delivery, effectively eliminating power dips and creating a continuous, seamless push. This 6-phase system also significantly reduces electrical stress on the internal components, allowing the motor to handle much higher power loads and run harder for longer without generating excessive performance-limiting heat. Furthermore, it allows for more efficient power delivery without the need for excessively thick, heavy cables. This unique combination of axial flux geometry and the 6-phase system is the core engineering triumph. The intricate dance of magnetic fields and electrical currents that enable dark matter's unprecedented power density, smooth, controllable output, and incredibly compact physical size. It's the kind of innovation that seems simple on paper, but requires years of complex problem-solving to perfect. Achieving the dark matter's almost unbelievable power-to-weight ratio wasn't solely about the ingenious magnetic layout. It demanded a fundamental rethinking of material science and thermal management techniques. The motor's core rotating and stationary parts, the rotor and stator, are unlike anything typically found in electric motors. Instead of relying on traditional, heavy steel laminated cores, Koenigsegg engineered them to be structurally wrapped in carbon fiber. This revolutionary technique, a process so innovative it's protected by one of Koenigsegg's key patents, results in a core structure that is both immensely strong and astonishingly light, shedding dozens of kilograms compared to conventional designs. This carbon fiber structure maintains incredible rigidity even as the motor spins at extreme rotational speeds exceeding 18,000 RPM, which is absolutely crucial for maintaining precise component tolerances and ensuring reliability under immense stress. The motor housing itself, the protective exoskeleton, is crafted from forged carbon fiber, providing a lightweight yet exceptionally rigid frame that keeps all the internal spinning components perfectly aligned and stable, even under the most extreme forces. Managing the immense heat generated by converting electrical energy into 800 horsepower within such a small volume was one of the project's most significant hurdles. Traditional cooling methods simply wouldn't suffice. Koenigsegg developed a highly sophisticated direct liquid cooling system where intricate cooling channels are precision machined or pressed directly into the stator structure, running in immediate contact with the copper windings where the majority of the heat is generated. This method pulls heat away far more efficiently and rapidly than conventional oil baths or air cooling. Engineers spent months, even years, optimizing the design of these channels, selecting the perfect coolant blend and perfecting the flow. rate to ensure the system remained hyper-effective in operating temperatures ranging from sub-zero starts to scorching, full-power track runs, guaranteeing that the dark matter could deliver its full power potential without being limited by thermal constraints. Every single component, from the custom-made high-speed ceramic bearings designed to spin smoothly and reliably at over 20,000 RPM to the high-temperature rare earth magnets and the advanced insulating resins binding the windings, had to be meticulously chosen, engineered, and stress-tested to meet the incredibly strict requirements for weight, strength, and thermal resistance. This full-stack or holistic design approach ensured that absolutely every gram and every millimeter contributed optimally to the overall performance envelope and reliability, leaving no room for compromise. Protecting this suite of innovations, from the Raxial flux design itself to the structural carbon fiber applications and the advanced cooling methods, was deemed critical, leading Koenigsegg to file comprehensive patents that secured their groundbreaking work and prevented others from simply copying their hard-won advancements. But the dark matter motor was never intended to be merely a display piece or a static engineering marvel. Its ultimate purpose was to become a dynamic beating heart within the powertrain of something truly groundbreaking: the Koenigsegg Gamera. This isn't a typical mild hybrid system where a small electric motor assists a gasoline engine. This is a radical, tightly integrated, ultra-high-performance hybrid architecture unlike almost anything else on the road. The dark matter motor is strategically positioned to power the front axle, delivering its formidable 800 horsepower and 250 newton-meters of torque directly to the front wheels with startling immediacy. In the back sits Koenigsegg's renowned 5.0-liter twin-turbo V8 engine, a heavily modified version derived from the record-breaking Jesco's power plant, tweaked here to produce a mighty 1,500 horsepower on its own using conventional or sustainable e-fuels. These two distinct, powerful sources are linked together by Koenigsegg's unique 9-speed light-speed tourbillon transmission, LST. Unlike a conventional gearbox with heavy synchronizers, the LST uses a system of multiple wet clutches and 3 sets of planetary gears within an incredibly compact housing. This allows for gear changes that are virtually instantaneous, measured in milliseconds, by simply disengaging one clutch pack milliseconds before engaging the next, creating a direct, relentless flow of power to the wheels without any power-sapping torque converter or manual clutch pedal. The V8 primarily drives the rear wheels through the LST, but a single lightweight carbon fiber prop shaft runs longitudinally through the center of the car, connecting the front and rear axles, enabling a sophisticated dynamic torque split between all 4 wheels. The dark matter motor provides instant torque fill, serves as a powerful electric boost, and facilitates incredibly sophisticated torque vectoring capabilities for unparalleled agility and grip, independently controlling the drive force delivered to each front wheel. Combined, this extraordinary system unleashes a total output exceeding 300 horsepower and an astronomical 2,750 newton-meters of torque. The resulting performance is simply staggering. The Gamera, a car designed to comfortably seat 4 adults and carry a surprising amount of luggage, is capable of accelerating from 0 to 100 km/h, 62 km/h, in a physics-bending, almost violent 1.9 seconds, and boasts a top speed exceeding 400 km/h, 248 mph. It is a seamless, intelligent fusion of internal combustion and electric power, meticulously managed by Koenigsegg's proprietary control software, ensuring the driver perceives a single, unified surge of power, not 2 separate systems attempting to work in parallel. The software tuning required to make this complex symphony of power sources feel intuitive and cohesive took months of painstaking effort, testing dozens of different calibration maps for throttle response, regenerative braking, and launch control strategies. The battery pack supporting the dark matter motor is a relatively small but high-density 14 kilovolt unit operating at 850 volts, strategically placed beneath the floor for a low center of gravity. It shares a cooling loop with the motor and V8's intercoolers, ensuring thermal management is optimized across the entire system. This integration is a masterclass in hybrid powertrain design, setting a new, incredibly high bar for what's possible in terms of performance, efficiency, and practicality in a high-performance vehicle. The implications of the dark matter motor's creation and successful implementation extend far beyond just setting new speed and power records for four-seaters within the niche world of hypercars. This technology represents a fundamental shift, resetting expectations for electric motors across the entire automotive landscape and potentially impacting other high-performance industries. By demonstrating that an 800-horsepower motor can weigh just 39 kilograms and be incredibly compact, Koenigsegg has issued a direct challenge to every other manufacturer, from the largest global automakers to the smallest performance startups, to rethink what's achievable with electric propulsion. This kind of power density isn't just useful for breaking acceleration records. Its compact size offers incredible design flexibility, allowing substantial electric power to be integrated into vehicle architectures where it was previously impossible due to space or weight constraints. This could open doors for significantly enhancing the performance and efficiency of future high-performance luxury sedans, SUVs, or even commercial vehicles without requiring massive, heavy battery packs or significant platform redesigns. Sprung. Potential applications aren't limited to road cars either. Industries like aerospace are actively seeking power-dense, lightweight electric motors for future electric or hybrid electric aircraft and large drones, where every kilogram saved is critical. Motorsport, particularly categories exploring hybrid or fully electric power units like Formula One or endurance racing, will undoubtedly be studying dark matter closely for its lessons in compact power, thermal management, and energy efficiency under extreme load. On the sustainability front, a more efficient, power-dense motor means you can potentially achieve the same performance using a smaller, lighter battery pack, which in turn reduces the environmental impact associated with raw material extraction, production, and eventual end-of-life recycling of large battery systems. Furthermore, Koenigsegg's strategic decision to patent the core raxial flux design and the structural carbon fiber applications within the motor doesn't just protect their intellectual property. It actively spurs innovation across the competitive landscape. Other companies must now either license Koenigsegg's technology, further validating its significance, or invest heavily in developing their own, fundamentally different, alternative solutions, accelerating research and development efforts across the board in areas like advanced motor design, novel materials, and manufacturing processes. It's a powerful, tangible demonstration that a relatively small, focused, and agile team, armed with a clear vision and unwavering persistence, can not only keep pace with global automotive giants, but actually lead the charge and drive significant industry-wide change. So, what happens after you've created a motor that seems to bend the rules of physics and successfully integrated it into a car that rewrites the definition of a practical hyper-GT? For Christian von Koenigsegg and his team, the dark matter motor isn't the culmination of their efforts. It's the launching pad for an even more ambitious future. The wealth of knowledge, engineering expertise, and manufacturing lessons learned in the grueling development of dark matter, from mastering the raxial flux design to working with advanced materials and perfecting intricate thermal management systems, are directly informing virtually every aspect of the company's roadmap moving forward. The upcoming CC850, a limited edition homage to the company's very first car, is serving as a crucial test bed for scaling and refining production processes incorporating best practices learned from producing complex, low-volume components like the dark matter motor itself. The track-focused Jesko, previously a V8 purebred, is slated to receive its own highly anticipated hybrid evolution, directly leveraging similar principles to the dark matter to add electric torque vectoring, instant torque fill, and powerful boost, transforming it into an even more capable and versatile hypercar for both road and track. There are concrete plans and whispers of a potential return to competitive motorsport, perhaps in endurance racing, where the brutal demands of 24-hour events would push their hybrid and electric technologies, including derivatives of dark matter, to their absolute limits, with invaluable race data feeding directly back into the development of future road cars. Research continues into groundbreaking areas like sustainable e-fuels that could allow their high-performance V8s to burn cleaner without sacrificing power. And they are actively exploring next-generation ultra-high voltage battery systems, potentially operating at over 1600 volts, which could enable even faster charging times, reduce wiring weight, and deliver more brutal power for future pure electric models. Koenigsegg is committed to achieving carbon-neutral production at their facility and is expanding its unique customer experiences, like the Ghost Squadron tours, which allow owners to drive their cars hard in various real-world conditions while engineers collect vital data on component performance under diverse environmental stresses. Digital innovation is key, with plans to enhance over-the-air updates, allowing them to continuously refine control software, transmission shift strategies, and even traction control settings based on collected data and customer feedback. The long-term vision includes the potential for a pure electric hypercar by the end of the decade, a machine that would leverage multiple dark matter-style motors or their future successors, aiming for outputs exceeding 3,000 horsepower in a lightweight carbon fiber chassis while targeting usable range figures. Koenigsegg is also deeply focused on nurturing the next generation of engineering talent and designers, ensuring the hands-on, boundary-pushing spirit that defined the creation of dark matter continues to drive innovation within the company through apprenticeship programs and collaborations with universities and research centers. From a single, profoundly human tearshed, Live on a Stage in Sweden, born from years of relentless struggle and unwavering passion, emerged a machine, an engine that has the power to reshape our understanding of what's possible with electric propulsion. The dark matter motor is far more than just an engineering component. It is a tangible symbol of Christian von Koenigsegg's audacious vision and the iSpace extraordinary dedication of his team. It's a testament to the fact that innovation born from sheer belief and persistence can not only shatter preconceived limits, but also reset benchmarks for an entire global industry. It showcases Koenigsegg's unique, almost alchemical ability to blend seemingly disparate technologies, advanced internal combustion, incredibly complex mechanical transmissions, and now groundbreaking electric motors into seamless, revolutionary automotive systems. The dark matter isn't just a notable chapter in Koenigsegg's ongoing story. It is a powerful catalyst, accelerating the pace of development and challenging engineers everywhere to push harder, think differently, and dare to achieve the seemingly impossible. The era of the ultra-dense, incredibly powerful electric engine has arrived, and it began with a moment of raw, unforgettable human emotion on live television.